My sense of you is that you are a lover of life, that you're open-minded, you're open-hearted. You're not afraid of saying what you feel. Well, you're the kind of person who, well, then maybe you'd actually be interested in becoming a parroter. It's not necessary. I absolutely am not thinking, oh, I want you to be another parroter. But if you wanted to be, I'd be very happy to help you. And actually, it's not as if it's a gigantic commitment. Well, actually, when I talk to people about parroting, the first level does not even require buying a recorder. And actually, we have phones. A smartphone can be a recorder. It's not ideal, but it works. It could work. So if you have a smartphone, you still need to go to Staples and buy a 45-cent notebook, although I'd be happy to give you one. And you need a pen. And then you could download, if you have an iPhone, you probably have to pay a few bucks for a recorder. If you have an Android phone, you can get a bunch for the one that I use, you could get it for free. And I mean but it's not even the recording. That's the first step. If you want to parrot, if you want to learn what it's about, the very first step is to not even worry about recording. The very first step is to think your thoughts out loud for some period during the day. It could be 5 minutes, or 15 minutes. It could be 3 minutes now, 7 minutes later, an hour, right before you go to bed. Anything. The tricky part for many people is getting used to the idea of saying things that you normally keep inside your head, knowing that, especially if you have any sense that there might be somebody who might hear you. But actually, knowing if you think somebody might hear you, that's ultimately a good thing. It's one of the aspects of what parroting is. Parroting is not just thinking our thoughts out loud. It's doing it in, say, the way a conductor of an orchestra does his talking or conducting, whether it's through his baton, or actually a conductor is more of a timekeeper during a performance. The real work that a conductor does is beforehand, during practice and in discussions with composers or music experts, talking with other musicians, other conductors, perhaps doing fundraising, perhaps being involved in plans for a new concert hall. So a conductor is involved at many different levels, and as in the role of conductor, this person is talking to actual people who are responding to him or her. And so we like to do this parroting along those lines, not exactly, because actually most parroting doesn't actually include dialogue with another person. It can, but that's yet another little piece that, not so little, it can be a big deal. You want to make sure that people are okay with the fact that you're recording them. And that's part of why I wear my parrot not on my sleeve, but right on my chest, right here, so anybody can see it. And I keep the tails, which I don't need. It's just part of the strap that I had to kind of customize a strap, a neck strap. And it has these long pieces, and I keep it on there to make it more, hey, this is my parrot. And I've got my lime green on the, originally on the outside and black on the inside, but it's been turned inside out. So you can just see the little bit of lime green along the edges. It's a beer cozy that I got that I was given by a realtor in St. Augustine, Florida. And but it's a good wind shield. I've looked into buying a professional windshield, but this is my parrot. And actually, I believe this is going to be the silhouette of this. Oh, you're an artist, aren't you? Oh, well, one of the things I want to do is make a logo. Make a logo. Okay, I'm going to call you, oh my gosh, I'm still having a hard time with your name. But I just need to remember, beautiful smile and 3 braids. BSATBc. BSATBc. It doesn't sound right, you know, BSATBc. But you're gonna come up with your own name, and I sure hope it's something, oh, I don't know, you know, like Katerina. But I'm sorry, you can't use Katerina. Somebody else is using it. I mean, you could use it, but I just say it because Katerina, is a very special person, and you know, she's Katerina, Catherine the Great, or other Katerinas. It's a name worthy of her. It's not her real name. It's her name in Ohamsi. That she, well, she's currently not engaged in Ohamsi. Someday she will be again, but not now. Anyway, whatever your name is, I mean, I know your real name. It's a nice name. It's a heavenly name. Your middle name is, and your last name is, I'm joshing you here. Don't worry. Don't worry. I like your name. All 3 of your names are interesting names. But anyway, none of those names are to be. No, you shouldn't use any of those names. I'll never call you by any of those names while recording. If someday we meet in private, perhaps I'll call you. Well, I'll probably still call you the name that you choose. Choose a name. And would be could you work on could you do this for me? Well, we can meet. What we need to do is in public, and well, there are a couple of possibilities. I mean, I could just send you a picture of my parrot, or if you're interested in learning more about parroting, we'll have a class. Yes, let's see. I'm going to have a class. Yeah, I've been thinking about it, of having a class, and if you would like to come to it. You know, I haven't finalized the time. So, yeah, tell me what the time is. And, yeah, leave a comment so it's public, so everybody will know about the class. Okay? Okay, I think I'm really be excited if this is what I put out for you. I might not. Sometimes it takes me about 10 iterations.